telling me, I said, what's up with the laugh? See, he said, well, it's sort of like a brave donkey. The whole idea is that people are just appalled when they hear this man that's capable of writing such great music has this horrible laugh. And I said, oh, good. And so what happens is when you get into the run, you have to keep it fresh for yourself, you know? People say, how do you do the same thing 8 times a week for weeks, months, and years on end? I never thought of it that way. I always think of it as the very first time you've ever done it, because for a lot of the audience are going to be people that are seeing it for the very first time. And the only thing you could play with, you couldn't change the lines, but you could really play with that laugh. So, you know, just out of boredom, I would just say, I think I'm going to do sort of like James Finlayson laugh, or I'm going to do Charles Lawton, or I just play around with character actors I liked. And I'd get notes from the stage manager. A little too Jerry Lewis tonight. What? Too Jerry? Oh my God. I thought I was doing good. So that you could really have some leeway with that laugh. So I was trying out all kinds of stuff. I was all over the place with the laugh. And the only reason I tell you this story is because by the time I went to audition for the Joker, I was equipped with like an arsenal of all these different kinds of laughs. And I had great confidence because a lot of times you want the part so badly that neediness shows through. And it makes people very uncomfortable. I tell young actors, pretend like you don't care. Pretend like, be a little, I might be available, I don't think so. Because they want you more if you're not that interested. If you're too eager, they'll sense it and, that's the end of that. But the reason I was in a good place was that when I went into audition, logically, I said to myself, there's no way, even if they wanted to, that they could cast Luke Skywalker as the Joker. I mean, it's a public relations nightmare from the get-go. Remember what happened to Michael Keaton? Everybody, oh, it's a terrible choice, he's a comedian, and blah, 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 till they saw his performance. And he was great. That always happens. They always prejudge. But I said, in this case, they don't want to do that because, it's just too much. I mean, Luke is such an icon of virtue. Why would they cast him as this iconic, villainous, insane person? So what I'm saying is I knew I couldn't get the part. So I said, I'm going to go in there and make them really sorry they can't cast me. They're going to be so sorry they can't cast me. And by the way, you go in and there's footage already, lovely. There's footage already existing because you're dubbing the episodes that were done prior to being cast as the Joker. I did, 5 or 6. I'd have to go back and look and be exact, but it wasn't until the 6th or 7th or 8th episode where I went in and I met the whole cast. But I go in and ADR is kind of a technical, you have to match the mouth flaps because it's already in the lines. And as I'm driving out, I'm very cocky, thinking, that'll show them, that's the best Joker they're ever gonna hear. And about 2 weeks later, my agent called and said, well, they want you. I said, for what? They said, for Batman. I said, for what for Batman? They said, you got the Joker. I said, oh no, I can't do that. It's the Joker. It's too high profile. And your friends don't help. My friend who was an actor said, boy, you're pretty brave. I said, what are you talking about? Well, I wouldn't want to follow Jack Nicholson in anything. I went, oh no. And I love Cesar Romero, so all of them. I tell you, people ask me about Jokers, and there's so many great ones. I love Jeff Bennett in Brave and the Bold. He's got a smarminess I love. Of course, obviously Heath Ledger and Jared Leto, and I love John DiMaggio under the Red Hood. All fantastic versions of the Joker, and I don't believe there's any definitive version. It's a great part that's destined to be reinterpreted over and over and over again. Pick up a cheeseburger on the way home. I'm not flying all the way to London for that. And of course, what happens? I won! And what happened was I got episode 8, and I said, oh, I should really go, because I'm not going to win for the same part, and I shouldn't. But it should be a nice way of showing that I support them, that I wasn't being snobby when I didn't show up. And I asked the producers, and they said, oh yeah, you're clear. And of course, when the day came, we were on all-night shoots, and I couldn't go, and I lost anyway. So I love that story.